It's our second appearance in a final all season. Last time, the opponent was Judd Trump. This time, it ramps up a bit. We're playing the number one player, Mark Selby, in the final of the BetVictor Scottish Open. Hello there everyone, it is TIJ Gaming and welcome to part 43 of our Neil Robertson Pro career on Snooker 19. And today, we start the best of 7 match against Mark Selby, Satnav Selby, as Dennis Taylor calls him. And I bet you'll realise throughout that there'll be a few occasions where I call him Satnav Selby rather than the jester from Leicester, because Satnav Selby just has a certain ring to it in my opinion. But how have we got here? That is the big question. Now, last time out we beat Mark Williams by 3 frames to nil. Of course, that no, it wasn't 3 frames to, it was 3-2. That screen really helps, doesn't it, by telling us we beat Rory McLeod, the second one saying nothing, and then saying that we beat Mark King. But of course, we did beat those two. That's absolutely right. We lost 1 frame against Rory McLeod. We also beat Judd Trump and John Higgins on the way here. So, some big opponents to beat really on the way here. Higgins, Trump, and Mark Williams by 3 frames to nil, I think, against Trump and Higgins. And then by 3 frames to 2 against Mark Williams. Then, of course, we beat Mark King, so a lot of marks along the way. As well, of course, Selby in the final, Rory McLeod and Hassan Elthan in the first round of the tournament. But what stands today is, firstly, a trophy, potentially our first trophy of the Snooker 19 Let's Play, and also a good prize of £70,000. Now, it's not the most prestigious tournament, but I think if we won this final, I mean, let's just say if we lost the final, let's flip it round like that. If we lost this final, it'd be 2 finals in a row that we've lost. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I mean, we lost to Judd Trump, it was 4-3, wasn't it? So we took it right down to the end and just made a mistake at the end, which caused us to lose that match. But I think all that can be asked of us today is that we play as well as we can in these first 4 frames. Ideally, keep it to a level playing field, so 2-2. Be even better if we can go 3-1 up. But if he goes 3-1 up, it's not the end of the world. But we would like to limit Mark Selby to 2 frames today, if not the 1. But not the best break from Mark, unless he gets quite lucky actually with hitting the blue, because the break was pretty decent to be fair to him. But he does leave a nice safety shot that we can play on at the start, so no worries about that.
He's playing the safety here.
Just want to be careful we don't get it right back up to the pocket, like we've done in the past. The top pocket, that is, of course. Probably a bit hard, but on this occasion it's not going to matter. Actually, that's not too bad. That's really not too bad. Oh, just a percent or 2 less, and we would have been really safe there. But not to worry. There's nothing sticking out at the moment.
He really doesn't want to overhit this.
Solid safety from Mark. And I say this all the time, but it just amazes me how good you guys are. There's still a great amount of you watching every day. It's my most popular series on the channel. So I hope it stays like that.
Be wary of underhitting this.
You guys still seem to really be enjoying this game. And so am I. So that's absolutely fantastic. Let's hope we don't pop that brown. But if you haven't seen the finals before, what I tend to do and what the usual format would be... Oh, okay, it's a bit of a thicker one. That's interesting. Has it worked? It might have worked. To be fair, it has. Fair play to him. Now, let's just be careful about this. Play this nice and thin. Because if we get up the under... basically, we're trying to avoid him playing this one, which we can get to. But again, really, at the start of the final, I don't want to try and go for something like that. So we're going to try and get him to avoid him to get something like that. So if we end up at the other end of the table in terms of this end, so by the green, there's not really going to be any worry of him potting that. It's just a case of making sure we don't leave anything else on. That would be the ideal case here.
Hands on perfect pace. He'll be conscious of not underhitting the cue ball here.
Yeah, past the blue. And that's fine. That's absolutely fine. I always say there's always a gap, but no, there is still a gap, I think.
No more.
But I don't think he'll go for that. There is this red, though, and he's found a gap, and he's got it. A little bit unlucky, though, with the placement of the black. Could have been on for a good start with the black, and unfortunately, he blocked that one off with a red. As you can see, coming up to the either pocket. But Mark Selby's got to start here.
6.
I think the only player we've played so far that has given us a serious problem. Ooh, well, I say that. I thought it would be no mistake snooker from Satnav Selby.
Mark Selby, 6.
Because you've got Ronnie who gives us no mistake snooker. There's no doubt about that. Yes, we could have brought him back to 2 each in that match we played against him in the Betway UKs. But we made a mistake and we didn't get to that last frame. But I'll just interrupt myself here. I'll talk about that in a minute. We have got a chance here of going for a red. So let's see if we can get our first pot of the final. And we do. Nice. And we actually make sure we leave the black on this time. But Ronnie O'Sullivan, the only player who's played no mistake snooker against us so far. Judd played pretty well against us, you can't deny that, but I think that we made more mistakes than Trump, and therefore he won that. On both occasions that he won, that is. Black's been knocked off its spot though, which is a little bit disappointing. Have to play with a bit of power. It's there, knocks a few reds out. And we might have an angle for the black.
9.
We have. It's a tempter, isn't it? Can we get to the blue? No, we can't. So I think it's the best shot to play automatically here. It's whether it will go. It will go, I would say, yeah.
Safety here, I think.
No, not safety. We're going for the pot, Dave. Surely you can see that. And we middled it. Good pot.
16.
So, black's on the pink's box. The pink, of course, was moved earlier on.
He's going for the left corner pocket.
Solid.
Tremendous shot.
Really impressive cueing.
I think we'll take the blue on this occasion.
This should be straightforward enough.
Good pot. Little bit harder than I'd have wanted, but luckily there's a pot. Oh, no, they're not. Might not be because of the blue.
22.
Yeah, I didn't think so. So this makes things a little bit harder. So we're going to have to go for this long pot if we want to stay on the
Not an
table.
easy one, but a half chance.
And it's there.
That spread is not bad at all.
Great start for us here.
23.
Selby not well. He was given a chance earlier, but let's say he didn't really take it, did he?
He's aiming to sink this into the right corner.
That's the straightest pot you'll get in the final.
In it goes.
He's cueing extremely well here.
Apart from this one, I suppose. It might be worth going for this one though here. Just for optimum position on our black. We've really come a long way in the last few episodes. I think that's probably about 10 episodes we did start to regress and start to become a little bit poorer as a player. But over the last few episodes, I think since playing in that Snooker Club Live match, but if you don't know about, folks, we played in a Snooker Club Live match. And I got my first century on Snooker 19. So I think that just gives me the confidence a little bit, and we've definitely come a long way since then.
No problem there.
But equally, we are playing against the world number 1. We can't get cocky. We've just got to play the best we can and really win this final on merit. Not say, well, Selby didn't play very well. It's all well and good, that is, but
46.
we've got to take the chance from Selby, haven't we? So, and we certainly are doing that at the moment. Frame's not by any means over. But if we keep around the black, it will be. Just a tad over screwed there, but not a crucial chronic problem.
This looks relatively easy.
Yep, no problems with that. Got 2 options here now. What do we play?
Played it well.
I'm going to leave that one open until later, just in case we do need a backup later on. This makes it a lot easier to control for the black as well, doesn't it? Something we've definitely learned, I'd say, over the last few episodes, keeping finesse around the black. So important, really.
$62.
As you can see, we took 7 blacks so far. Definitely improves the break.
He's aiming for the left corner here. And in
A little bit of a risk, but it went.
Brimming with confidence and on a bit of a roll at the moment.
Certainly on a bit of a roll.
63.
Just this black required.
Just the black for the frame then.
And
And barring snookers, we've won the first frame of the final in one visit.
Shuts out his opponent
Great
in this
start.
frame.
7.
Let's focus on getting some practice in though now.
To the right middle. That's a
Solid
top
red.
shot. Well played.
Should fall nicely for the blue here. Just trying to make sure we do get on a red here. It'd be pointless to play the blue and not be on a red. And that one that's hanging near the bulk area should be
76.
a decent chance here. A little bit tighter than I thought it would be, but again, the frame's secured now, so we haven't really got to worry if we miss this.
He's taking it on to the left corner.
Good pot though.
That's a great pot.
76.
Now for the pink.
So, this pot into the right corner.
We've made Selby wait a bit, haven't we, so far? Blimey. He won't like that.
83.
But I'd be very
Lining up the
surprised,
long red to the
even
corner
off based off this frame, if we went and won, say 4-0.
Excellent pot.
Can't see that.
84.
But at the moment, we've had a solid break to start us off, haven't we? And that's really nicely for the red.
91.
This is a challenging shot along the cushion.
It is a challenging one, but it's there. Ooh.
Fantastic recovery shot.
92.
Now, this could be interesting. Yes, we need the black. But then we'll be on 99. Can we get our first century of the Snooker 19 career mode? This would be the first century. It took us 43 parts. So many frames. This should be it. Here we go.
Just the colours left now.
Turn up! Turn up! Turn up! You do not know how long I have wanted to say that in this career mode. Oh, thank goodness for that. It's took a while, but it's our first century break. And perhaps, let's try, I don't know what the high break of the tournament is, but we might as well try and pot the rest of the balls, because we could be on for the high break of the tournament here. Again, I'm not sure what it is. In not many tournaments have there been 1-4-7s, so this could be in within a chance. Of course, if we pot all the balls, it's a, what, it's a 113, 119, 126. Oh, that's over screw, but it's okay because it'll get to the middle pocket, I can imagine.
130.
Good pot, and we should be on for the black now. And what a break this has been. I've
190.
I know I'm not, well, I'm not speechless because I'm still rabbiting on, but
Fantastic clear.
I'm almost there. That is about as good as a start as you'd want to the final.
And the first frame, Neil Robertson.
And now
Wow.
the frame is his.
If anything's going to worry Mark Selby, I'd say it's that. But let's make sure our break is as good as our potting.
Neil Robertson to break.
Little bit of a thick one. Should be okay though. Oh, he says that's going to run a little bit short, but we're saved, I think, by the blue. It's always said there's always a gap.
So, this
Yeah,
pot
there is a
into the
gap.
right corner.
And Selby's got a starter here.
That's a good
I hope he gives us a good challenge. I know we didn't make the best break there, so
That's a really
I hope he
good
does give
finish,
us a
and
challenge
this
here.
is a real opportunity.
8.
Of course, I'd love to win this match. Not saying that I want it to go down to 3-3. But equally, you know, I'd love to win it 4-0. But equally, I think it would be a shame to play the world number one and him scupper all his chances. Because we want to play the world number one the best the world number one can play and beat the world number one on merit rather than saying, well, look, he didn't play very well. So now is his chance to see what he can do after our 126 break in the last frame, which just sounds absolutely extraordinary to say. Considering our best break before that was a 91, I think.
31.
I don't think Mark Selby with that phased. He's the number 1 in the world. He'll take confidence from that.
32.
Then let's see if he can fight back. Made quite a fast-paced start, staying like we did in and around the black. Potted 1 pink so far, so not on for a 147 of course, but
40.
still on for a healthy break. Now I presume he'll play the black. Let's see if, yeah, I thought he'd tap a few reds there to see if he can get 1 or 2 of them open. But it'll be the red to the middle pocket, and I wouldn't be surprised if he missed this. No, it's dead on. The AI usually miss those sort of shots.
48.
Now he can't go for the blue here, can he? So he's going for the green. And that's the 50 break. Now is he going to go for this red down the bottom? This could be a problem. Not at all though.
Position looks very good.
I'm just thinking of what pots the AI usually miss.
52. 59.
Ooh, he's left himself a long one here unless he's playing a safety. Yep, safety for Mark Selby then.
Mark Selby.
So he's not won the frame yet. And I don't know if he was aiming for the snooker, but he hasn't got it.
He'll be mindful of pace here. He really doesn't want to overhit.
So we're just going to keep this down by the black. It's effective sometimes. And that's not bad at all.
He's played that
What they usually do here is just play up to the reds. But now he's tapped it a little bit thick. Again, leaves a little bit of a tempter, but nothing more than a half chance.
Brilliantly played.
And along the cushion, that's going to be nasty, so... In line with that. No, thank you, Mark. We won't take that opportunity. Thanks, but no thanks. Now you've got to make sure he can't take that opportunity. And the way this is travelling, it doesn't look half bad. It's not going to block it off. But it wasn't half bad.
He'll be conscious of not
He might go
overhitting.
for this.
Pace is
He's
key.
played a safety though on it. So he's got it at the opposite end of the table. Oh, look at that. We're just about able to hit this.
The cue ball is finished up in a very
Just count our
good
lucky
position.
stars there. And a few more reds popping out now. But nothing obvious to pot here.
This is building up to be a really interesting test of their safety.
It is, definitely. Oh, okay, he's used that red to go up bulk. Interesting. Very interesting, but he's left one here.
Tricky
He'll be
pot.
kicking himself. Because that's a good starter for us.
That is. Goodness me, that's a
Right, let's try and nick this frame off Mark Selby then.
Not perfect.
How is the only ball we've moved there, the pink? Oh dear.
6.
pace is key, and he certainly doesn't want to overhit this.
How have we got on there?
Neil Robertson. 6.
We might have left one, we might not have.
Coming up.
No, we've left that one. We just tried. It's a bit of an opportunity shot to get into the reds.
He'll be very happy with the position here.
But we couldn't do much there.
1.
To be fair, Mark Selby left a chance, but he didn't really leave much more than that. So we were the
Not ideal.
potentially gullible one and went for that chance. Thinking that, oh, this could start a break here. Oh, he's missed the red.
Wasn't expecting that. Unforced
Wow.
error, and he'll be hoping
Another
to
mistake
stop
from
too
Mark. Very peculiar to see this from Satnav Selby. I have to be honest. Now, I wonder if those the pink and the red are touching. They're not, but this pink won't go to the middle, so it's going to have to be blue. At the very most.
He's an expert long potter, and he's taking this on.
No problems with that one.
Tremendous shot.
Now, I was hoping to get that one down the bottom dispatch, but of course we can't, so it's a little bit unfortunate.
Well, he's he's looking at potting this.
Could be tight given the pace, but no problems.
Great shot.
Hopefully, pot the blue, and then we should be okay for that red.
It's half a chance, but
Pretty much a
chance
straight
nonetheless.
pot here. Could have missed it though.
That's right out of the top drawer.
12.
Can't be bad. Oh, would have been great if we'd have hit the pink and the red there, but again, can't have everything.
13.
We're going to clear the green to position on the red. We're not,
18.
are we? I don't think. Needs to screw her back a little bit more than that. It's a bit of a shame. Not snooker, because we can still see this red. Oh, we touched the black. That was the kiss of death there. Just wants to get behind the black.
18.
So,
But he only needs the red, really. And it'll be back to one each.
wonderful shot.
To be fair, all that Selby's left is little tempters.
Opponent in this frame.
He hasn't really left much on. Nothing that we could build a big break with, so he deserves this one.
That should be it. No real way.
Not in the cleanest fashion, he's made one or two mistakes.
5.
But let's see who takes momentum now into the third frame. Because it'll be intriguing. If you can pull this from 1-0 to 2-1, all of a sudden it's, oh dear, if he wins another one, it's 3-1.
Looks good for a
We don't want that sort of mindset just yet.
13.
I think that always in a final like this, particularly when it's quite short, not so much in a 15-17 frame match, but in a match like this you want to make sure you don't drop 2 frames behind.
He's nicely onto the brown.
I.e. if he'd have gone 2 behind or I'd have gone 2-0 up, or he'd gone 2-0 up, it would have been, oh dear, this isn't the best start for either player.
7.
But we'll let him play here. Again, a solid frame from the sat-nav. Well, I suppose you can call him the sat-nav, but that's a good frame from Mark Selby, and he brings it back to 1 each.
Well played to take that frame.
Good fast-paced snooker we've got here in his final, just how it should be.
Developing into a very
No
tight
Terry
match.
Griffiths
Both
impersonators
players
today.
refusing to give any ground here.
Thank you. The third frame. Mark Selby to break.
Interesting break. Does he leave anything on? We might do. Oh. Lucky? Perhaps. Yeah. I'll put that down to luck more than anything else, I think. Now we could lose a few points through fouls
Be as
here.
risk averse as possible here.
Now we're straight in, so that's okay. And we've not done too badly, to be fair, there.
That's a great escape there.
He won't want to overhit this.
There you go. Has he left one? Oh. He might have just about left one, but I'm not going to go for it. It's too much of a risk, I would argue. So we're just going to play safe on it. Where's the cue ball, though? It's safe, just about. And because of how the reds are now, and probably because of our... Oh, yeah, that was the one I fancied earlier.
No,
But he's
not
missed
quite.
it, and he's
Pretty
opened
close,
1 or
though.
2 up
That
here.
won't provide any
I'll say
stop.
that he hasn't really left much, has he? Possible plans? Again, I'm not so sure. I think that covers everything.
This won't
Apart
be
from that
easy.
one that sticks out there, yeah. Is he going to get this one wrong?
That's really close.
He is.
Not quite close enough.
Well, he leaves one now. Might as well play this for some pace.
He'll be disappointed with that.
Well, we tried.
1.
Don't think there's anything we can get to here. We've just got to play on the black and don't particularly see how that's going to work. So it's just got to be a safety.
Shot pace will
Which
determine
Satnav Selby
successful
is so good
failure.
at. That's way too hard, isn't it? First poor shot of the match, I think. Just trying to take too many opportunities.
That was a really tough shot.
Depends if he uses this well or
Hasn't
not,
worked
though.
out all that well.
Neil Robertson, 1.
Nothing you can do from the chair.
1.
Aiming for the centre pocket here. That's a beauty.
Oh, wonderful shot.
7.
Beautiful.
He really looks in fine form at the moment.
8.
Nice black.
15.
I think he'll clear up here. Or clear up enough at least to
Down it goes.
win the frame.
Simply wonderful.
16.
It's a bit worrying if you give the world number 1 an opportunity like this and he doesn't take it. Okay, he might make a mistake in terms of going for something that's a little bit opportunistic.
Excellent.
But unless he gets a little bit unlucky here,
22.
I don't see a problem for him. And from a 1-0 lead, Selby can pull this back to 2-1.
What a wonderful pot.
27.
And again, I have reported that issue to the devs about the English Open now. And there we go, he's missed it. Right. Long pot. No, it's not probably the best one to start with, but I don't think there's anything else on particularly, so...
He's taking this red on. Tremendous pot.
Sign still delivered.
1.
Gonna have to make ourselves an
To
opportunity
drop into
here.
the centre pocket. That's an excellent pot.
And we haven't really got a massive one. Suppose we can cut one of these reds, can't we? Yeah. Not a bad point. I think this should go
Well,
quite
it
nicely.
goes. Half a chance here.
And there we go. We've moved the black. And unfortunately, I don't think it'll get past the pink.
8.
Can have a look at that, but no, I don't want to risk it. So it's going to have to be the blue.
Long pot. Right up
Tricky
his
one
street.
though. It's there nonetheless.
Great cue.
13.
I was tempted to see if I can get the black, but that ain't going to happen now, is it?
14.
Pink it is. I don't really know what we can work out of this, but...
He's looking to pop this.
See what
into the left
happens.
corner pocket.
Oh, we've missed the pink.
Looking to tighten up his game here.
Wow. Bit of a poor shot that was.
Neil Robertson.
A few poor shots starting to wriggle in now after that solid break that started us off.
1.
But still very early days in this match. That being said, if Selby goes on and wins the next 2 frames, it starts to become a little bit more precarious because we have to then win every single frame to avoid defeat.
17.
Not been the most high score in a frame, so just bearing that in mind with the scores.
That's loose. He wanted more control there.
He's going with a safety though here, isn't he? I don't think he's going for the pot now. Has he got any safety? Yes, he hasn't left a pot, but he's certainly not got
That's
a
an
snooker.
excellent shot.
Mark Selby, 23.
No, it was a decent shot, that was. Fair play to him. A little bit of a tap on the green wouldn't have been bad.
Pace is absolutely critical here.
He might go for this red. No, just a safety. Ooh. Interesting. Ain't too shabby.
This is an intriguing safety battle.
It is intriguing. I think we could have a chance here if he makes a mistake, that is. Thinnest touch possible. But where's the cue ball? It's okay.
That looks very safe to me.
He really doesn't want to underhit this shot.
Just the one red on the top cushion he can go for now. He's left a tempter. He's left a tempter. And with the way we're behind in this frame, we might as well go for it.
He's aiming for the left
It's
corner.
there. And now we've got a chance. 29 behind with 58 remaining, I think, from what that said. Graphic said earlier. Let's figure this out. There's 3 reds, so 8, 24, 52 remaining, is it? I think it's 52. Or 51. Well, hang on. Got 3 reds, 3 blacks, that's 24, of course. And then another 27, so yeah, 51. Gotta dispatch this though first before we talk about any talk of winning the frame. Easy as you like.
Well,
Nice.
that's just outstanding. Superb pot.
8.
That's a great spread. He'll be unlucky if he's not on anything.
There we
here.
go. And those are 2 reds into play now.
9.
Ideal.
Not sure
Now,
he
I-
played it like that.
Hopefully one red doesn't block the other here. It does though, doesn't it? Oh, that's annoying. Got to try and play a bit of a plan,
He's
but I'm
playing
rubbish at
safety
them.
And aiming to get the cue ball tight against the cushion.
No, nowhere near. Oh. Damn it. We'd really got a chance then, we just
Not
butchered
played
it
that well.
completely.
Tough shot, but he could have played it better.
Neil Robertson.
Crap, it was the position that did it, but oh my goodness me, he's given us a chance, he's missed. Well, we've got to take this chance now. I think we've got to take this ball as well, haven't we, equally? Not the best on the black.
1.
Achievable though, I suppose.
Well, not the shot he was aiming for.
Yeah. We're getting a little bit
8.
Hayward with position here, aren't we? Got to go for this. I'm crap at these.
Well,
We'll know as soon as we hit it whether it's going to go anywhere near or not. Looks good. It does. Where's the cue ball though? Oh, it's okay. But no, it was a good pot. And now onto the colours.
9.
So how far are we back? We're only 10 behind, so that's encouraging. But we have to take the blue in this situation, don't we? So 5 behind with 27 remaining.
14.
That's the most dramatic frame so far, I'd argue. Can we steal it off
Just the
Mark
colours to go.
Selby? This green will level things up.
16.
Fantastic opportunity.
And there you go. So if we clean up here, we'll steal the 3rd frame off Mark Selby.
He's taking this on.
Ooh, calm down. About to say stay. But now we leave a nice pot on there.
Well, I'm not surprised he's taking on the long pot here.
Pretty much a straight one. Position on the pink's the most important, and we have bossed it.
28.
So the pink will do it. just the one mistake from Selby has led to us winning this frame.
In it goes.
That should be it.
Back ahead we go.
Clear way for his opponent to win the frame now.
The worst outcome now of this episode
Pop this into the
is
right
2
corner.
each. I can definitely take that going into Wednesday's episode.
Tremendous spot.
Great stuff.
41. And the frame, Neil Robertson.
I never thought we'd win that. He made a decent start, but just a bit of concentration is all that we needed.
A one-frame advantage. We'll be looking to
Now, we did leave a
pressure on his
fairly easy one for him
I agree. This is
on
a great
the
opportunity to really
first
turn
frame
the
we
screw on his
broke
opponent.
off, so we're going to play this as thin as absolutely possible. I think we might leave one again here. I think we have. That's annoying.
This is no gimme.
Let's see if he takes it. Good start. But if he takes the black, is he going to get into the reds? No. One red, one black will do it for Mark.
Well,
That's
not
it.
ideal. He's not finished in a great position, that's for sure.
8.
This is a bit hard. God. Got away with it.
Well played. Good safety there.
Mark Selby, 8.
He won't want to underhit this.
Back up to bulk. This should be fine. Bit odd, I have to say. He was a little bit gullible going for that red. We've done that plenty of times in our career. Oh, we've left that one as well. Poor. We've done that plenty of times. Sort of took maybe one red, one black, but then again, again here he's been gullible, and perhaps you could say he's been unlucky. But again, he's played a little bit bizarrely there because, again, he's not.
Excellent safety.
He's got a few points he's chipped away at, but he's not really gained anything.
He'll be playing safe here.
It's not put us in a brilliant position, admittedly, but 8 points or 9 points, it's not the most threatening, is it? At the end of the day, if you're going to go for something, you'd think, oh, you want to go for it to get a decent break. And again, we've left a red, but I don't think he'll get anything from it. Well, especially if he plays a safety on it. And where's the cue ball? Oof, just about okay. That's an interesting development with this red, isn't it? Very interesting. Gonna play a shot to nothing on this then. Be ideal if we could get this just behind the black, wouldn't it?
This really is tricky.
Come on. Oh, not quite. But it's covered by the other reds. However, that red that he moved up bulk, there's a half chance of him getting that, and he fancies it. And he's missed it.
Not this time.
That's a shocker. Sat-nav shocker, we'll have to start calling him. Right, we're just going to play up to the reds then now. I think that's the only option. Very bizarre frame this has been so far. Could be travelling a little bit fast. Yeah, it's left one. Our safety's been poor so far this frame, really poor. But now he's going for the safety himself. Intriguing.
Great shot. That's a really good safety.
I suppose though, whatever happens, maybe let's just not play this as hard and just get it up to the blue. And that's going to be too hard anyway, isn't it? Yeah. Just going to hope it pulls up behind the yellow. No, it's gone too long. No, it's gone too long, I would say. And the red might be achievable. No, it's obviously not. Ooh, ouch. Salvage wants to hit those thin, coming down the table, and actually missed the balls.
Pretty simple.
So coming back up, he clattered into them way too thick than he wanted. And that could have catastrophic effects. I say could, and it only will if we take our chance.
So, this pot into the right corner. That's a top shot.
Right, let's review our options. We've got 1 or 2 here.
4.
That into the middle pocket doesn't look too shabby. Just get that one out of the way.
Centre here.
It's all about thinking what can't I take advantage of later on.
5.
Making sure you get rid of those. And equally, that's given us a nice position on the blacks. That's always nice.
Now, can he drop this into the right corner?
And for the first time in the frame, we're ahead.
What a top pot that was.
Wonderful shot.
12.
And now we can try and just play a few reds and blacks. And try and develop something in that time.
13.
Solid.
20.
Solid as a rock. If anybody knows who sings that, leave it down in the comments. I'll be impressed. And no, don't cheat by going on my Spotify playlist. Ooh, where's the cue ball? We're okay. Me talking about blooming solid as a rock and
21.
not being interested in the snooker, it's shocking, isn't it? That's when you know you've got cocky. But no, I think we're playing well so far. We've made 1 or 2 mistakes. That's bound to be that's bound to happen with a final. But even if we end this two each, I haven't really got much problem with that.
27.
Let's try and make something now. A little
Not the
tap.
best shot.
It's not worked.
34.
It's disappointing. It's also a little tap.
Robertson.
Oh, we've left one.
Well, he's aiming
Oh,
to
we
get
didn't want
the
to happen,
cue ball
but obviously he's not bothered with that. It's interesting. We are, though. We're going to be that gullible. Could say stupid, or we might go for that one to the top. I think there's more chance of that one going wrong, to be honest. Success rate with those sorts of pots aren't great, but these up the to the top of the table usually aren't bad. Yeah, let's go for it.
Well, he's taking it on.
Let's have a look. It's
What
there.
a pot.
That's great,
Great
cue ball
stuff.
control. Excellent position.
1.
Now let's hope we can get on the red. That would be ideal.
Well,
It's up
he's playing
bulk.
this into the left middle
Ball trick
pocket.
pony this is, because if it doesn't work, certainly nothing else on. Overscrewed that a bit, but again, because it's our only actually, is it? Hello. See, sometimes things just come up that you've got no idea of.
It's half a chance, but a chance
Half
nonetheless.
a chance, yeah. And it's there. Oh, we've moved the black. Could be a killer for the break, but equally the black is potable.
7.
Again, it's tight, but I think it's worth going for, given the circumstances.
Out.
Looks okay. Great pot.
Well, I'm not sure we'll be too happy with that.
This one should go to the middle. Whether it will pass that red. I don't think it will if it wants to go in
He'll
the
be playing
pocket.
safe from here.
I think it's worth a go, though. I might not be able to see it, but
Playing for the middle pocket.
it might happen. Unfortunately, though, we can't see what's happening. There we go. It's there.
Not quite the steady one.
Fortunately, we didn't see that. Apologies, but nothing I could do about that. Just the silly camera work there. But no, it did go past. We weren't confident in our abilities, clearly, because we ignored our opinion.
Oh, that's a top quality shot with the rest. Not easy at all.
20.
He's using the rest here.
This is a risky
Makes it a
pot.
little more
Really is. It's nowhere near. What on earth happened there? I only think we applied some spin or changed the direction of the shot late on.
Robertson. 20.
But fortunately, we've left that one. It's got a long way to come, but he could bring this back to 2 each yet. That's disappointing. Just didn't take enough time over that.
8.
Nice. Pink's there. Green, sorry, is there. Still within a chance here. And that's great, queuing for the black. Well, we stole the last frame off him. Could it be justice that he gets this frame off us? Potentially.
Nicely positioned for the red.
20.
If it's going how it is, it'd be quite funny because when somebody's broke or had a break at the start, they haven't won the frame. That's very nice though. But with the red, he's missed it. That is astonishing.
I'm not sure how
Almost like he wants to miss that.
Mark Selby, 28.
Bit baffling, but there we go.
Pace is key here.
That ain't gonna hurt. There we go.
Looking
It's our whole touching ball game. Might as well keep playing it though. Oh, he's played that a bit harder, in fact a lot harder. We could be in snooker territory here, that's why I'm a bit worried that don't want to be too dangerous. But he's gone for it.
Who will make the first mistake?
That's not too shabby. And that snookered him, I'd say. Unless it pops out. I think it might just do. Yeah, it has. It's a shame. It's nearly there though.
He'll be conscious of not overhitting this.
Again, not snookered him, but it's a fine shot. Doesn't leave anything.
He really needs to be mindful of pace here. Doesn't want to overhit this.
Interesting, he's hit the black. Is it worth a sniff? Is it worth a sniff? I think it might be.
Looking
Along the
to
cushion.
run this along the cushion.
Certainly was. It's there. Great pot. Now the question is, I think... Ooh, what do we go for? Yeah, I should have thought this one through. Got to be the blue, hasn't it? Unfortunately, really. Hopefully get the brown out of the
No more
way.
than half a chance here.
This is just half a chance to risk. We've missed
So
it.
close, but he's missed it. That'll annoy him.
Well, it's down to the colours, and the yellow could be an option here,
Robertson,
potentially. But it's... Ooh, is it? Yeah, it is, but he's playing a safety on it. Ooh, well. I think playing up to it might be the best thing to do here.
He'll be trying to get the cue ball safe here.
Really tricky choices to make now. It's not bad in itself.
That's a top safety shot.
Just a few shots needed for us to win the frame, and that could... Ooh, well. You know what? We're going to be gullible here. We're going to go for this. Just going to go for this up the top. I think it looks pretty good to me. Always tricky,
Well,
these
it
sort of
goes.
shots.
Half a chance.
Worth going for. It's not that far off, but we've missed it. Yeah.
Oh, so close. He needed some luck there, and he didn't.
But
get
luckily, we haven't left anything on for him. It was worth going for, with us being so
He's
close
playing
to
safe here.
securing the frame. Well, I wonder if he's got the snooker, and he has. Damn it. That could kill off our chance.
He's played that very well.
Being said, if you look at that. Need to hit this at the absolute bang-on pace.
He could well leave an opportunity if he's not careful.
Yes, for once. And if we've left something on our... Oh, we have as well. Well, we got out of it, but couldn't do much about that.
That's a shocking shot. I really don't understand what
Alright,
happened
shocking shot. Calm down. At least we got out of it.
It's relatively straightforward.
2.
Well, poor position for the green. Seemed like a waste of time in reality.
That's an excellent safety.
I thought we just about nicked the pink there, but no problem with that.
Tricky safety coming up.
Gone with the safety again. I think it's worth probably having a gander at that pop down the bottom. If it works, it'd be pretty rewarding.
Well, no surprises here with the long pot attempt.
Looks good. It's there. It's worked. Come on,
Close
crowd,
shot.
cheer. Right. 19 ahead, so just the black needed. It's a pretty tricky one. Just the black needed
now.
then. Oh, he missed it. Where's the cue ball? Where's the cue ball? It's okay, and he doesn't leave anything on. That was tight.
Neil Robertson, 3.
Well, he needs the 4 balls. We only need the 1. Oh, he's going for this. He's going for this. He's going for it. He's got it. What a fantastic pot. Mark Selby, I would say, is definitely now the favourite to take this. He only needs these 2 balls. Oh, that's heartbreaking. Could have brought this to 3-1.
Beautifully done.
That being said, it's not the easiest on this black. I think he'll do it.
Well, this'll clinch the frame.
He'll do it, I'd say. Looks good. It's dropped, and Mark Selby through that missed brown, as you can say, the closest frame so far, brings it back after 4 frames to 2 frames to 2.
Well, no advantage.
We'll just watch this break off, and then that'll be the end of today's episode. We'll be back on Wednesday. I think what I'm going to do, because I am out on Wednesday evening, from probably about 6:30 onwards. So what I think I'm going to do is premiere the final stages, as I did with the last final. But the premiere will start at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock on Wednesday afternoon. I'll put a notification up on the channel of when the premiere is starting, about sort of probably 24 hours before it starts. If the video's recorded, that is, by then. So, yeah, you guys will be notified whenever it is. But if you don't know and you're a bit confused about when the premiere is, get in touch with me using the social channels, Twitter, using YouTube, Message, or whatever they call it. Of course, in the comments or wherever you see fit. I've got a lot of social channels which I think are on the channel, the likes of Discord, Skype, all those sort of things. So, if you're a little bit confused about that, make sure to get in touch. But for now, that has been the first part of the Scottish Open final, and in the next episode we'll have the second and final part of that final. I've been TIJ Game, thank you very much for watching, and until Wednesday, I will see you all later. Have a good rest of your day, and goodbye for now.